Hello students, we are in continuation of cell, means fundamental unit of life, and we reached in 6th part. Today we will discuss organelles, 3 organelles, 2 already I have discussed, and today I am going to discuss lysosome, mitochondria and plastids. So let's start with lysosomes first. Lysosome. Here is a picture of a cell. Actually, it is an animal cell, and which point I am going to discuss are highlighted here. So, lysosome. You see, lysosome actually a membrane bound organelle. So, this is a membrane bound organelle, and actually this is containing what? Digestive enzyme present here, and remember this digestive enzyme actually formed by rough endoplasmic reticulum. These digestive enzymes actually hydrolytic digestive enzyme. Okay, this is hydrolytic. So hydro means what? Here water is present. So with the presence of water, the enzymes, what they do? Make the chemical compounds into a simple form. So it changes the biomolecules, the formation of biomolecules, breaks it. Okay. So lysosome actually taking part in digestion of all the things present here inside the cell. Actually what happened? They do what? Whatever foreign substance, suppose maybe it may be bacteria or maybe food. Whatever foreign substance come inside the cell is try to digest this foreign substance. Okay, with the presence of the enzymes. Side by side, what happened? It digests the worn out cell, even worn out cell. Okay, so worn out cell means the old cell. When cell get old, it destroyed by lysosome. Even what happened when cell get damaged, even a damaged cell, the lysosome do a very important part. It bursts itself. Okay, when lysosome bursts, the whatever enzymes present here spreads and is dilute and it destroys the complete cell. Okay, so any cell, whatever the cell already damaged or maybe old. So that's why lysosome is called suicidal bag. Lysosome. Okay, the structure is like that. Membrane bound organelles. Okay, so it just engulfs the whole cell, destroys the cell. That's why it is called suicidal bags, because it bursts itself, it destroys itself to release the enzymes and to engulf its own cell. So a small lysosome can destroy a whole cell in case of necessity. Okay, so that is the thing, lysosome's function. Now we are going to discuss about mitochondria. Mitos means in Greek word it's a thread. Mitos means a threads. Mitos, that means thread. Mitochondrions means the granules. Okay, it is a thread like granules. You can see the structure. Actually, it is a double layer structure. Okay, double layer structure. So outer layer, it is the outer layer. Outer layer is a porous layer, outer membrane or outer layer. But inside membrane, the inner membrane, it is a deeply folded membrane. You can say it's a deeply folded membrane. Where what happened? Mitochondria is called the powerhouse of cell. Why it is called the powerhouse? In this structure, we'll know this one. It contains ATP, the energy currency. It contains ATP, the adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. This is the energy currency of the cell, which helps cells to make so many chemical compound, okay, and give its mechanical support also. When our body needs energy, ATP supplies this energy, and it's present here. Where? In mitochondria. Mitochondria synthesize ATP. Okay, so that's why mitochondria is called powerhouse. And ATP is called energy currency, supply energy to the whole body. Okay. Now what happened? The next part we are going to discuss. Mitochondria is a strange organelle. Why? Because like nucleus, here also genome present. Okay. Genome present here. Okay. Genome present here. This is called mitogenome. Mitogenome. Okay, mitogenome means DNA is present here. This genome means DNA is present here. Side by side, ribosome also present here. Okay, here you can get ribosome also. So DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, the genome, genetic substance also separately present here. So mitochondria can do what? It can synthesize its own protein. Okay. And the number of mitochondria vary in different cell in organism, in different tissues, and even in different cell types. Like in RBC, in case of red blood cell, there is no mitochondria present. But in liver cell, here more than 2000 what? Mitochondria present. Okay. So, this much mitochondria, and next part we are going to discuss is plastids. Plastids. This is an animal cell, so plastids are absent here. Plastids only present in plants, plant cells and algae. Okay, but here, as I have drawn an animal cell, for your understanding only, I have shown here what? Plastids. Okay. So, plastids, actually, we are dividing plastids. Actually, this is also a double membrane layer cell organelle. Okay, double membrane layer present here. And it actually stores some food items also. Okay, and synthesis or store some food items. Okay, now plastids actually divided into 4 parts. First, chloroplast, then chromoplast. Next, here it is. These are gerontoplast. And last one it is leucoplast. Okay? Leucoplast. Okay, 4 types. So let's discuss first one first. Chloroplast. Chloroplast actually contains green pigment. So here green pigment present here. So the name is chloroplast. It takes part in photosynthesis. Means chlorophyll present here. Green pigment means chlorophyll. Presence here. So due to the presence of chlorophyll, it takes part in photosynthesis and produce food for plants. And where the chloroplast is present, you can see this one is present in thylakoid. If suppose you can see the structure, here you can see. Suppose this is the structure of chloroplast. Here you can see these are called thylakoids, the coil-like structures. They pills one upon another. Okay, joint one upon another. Okay, like a stack. They make a stack, and this stack is called grana. You can say this is grana. These are thylakoid, which contain chlorophyll. Okay, and thylakoids makes a stack. This is called grana, and these two granas are joined together by what? These are called stroma, a colorless fluid called stroma. Okay, these are present here. Now what happened? Next part we are going to discuss chromoplast. Chromoplast actually contains pigments. Okay, some orange pigments or other pigments, but here are green pigments. Chlorophyll is not present here. But if chromoplast contains chlorophyll, then when chromoplast contains chlorophyll, then it is called chloroplast. In presence of chlorophyll, chromoplast, we can say it is chlorophyll. But here pigments are present. Okay, pigments present here and present and synthesize also here. Synthesize. Okay, so this is chromoplast. Here also color present. It contains color, the synthesized color, but chlorophyll is not present here. If chromoplast contain chlorophyll, you can say this is chloroplast. It's changed to chloroplast. Next one is gerontoplast. Gerontoplast means when gerontoplast means when chlorophyll loses colors. In the aging, when the plants, the leaves get aging, it get older, it loses color, means it loses chloroplast. So it's not green anymore. Okay, we can see it's yellowish color in the time of autumn. Okay, it's fall from the tree. So in these times, you can say that lose the green color. Okay, so this is actually gerontoplast, means when chloroplast lose its original color. Okay, next one is leucoplast. Leuco means colorless. There is no pigment present here. No pigment present here. Okay, so it is colorless. So what it actually is do? It stores so many food items. Stores what? Food items like starch. Then it can store oil, protein. Okay. So this is its function. And it is also a strange cell. Strange because of this cell organelle. Because plastis also contains its own DNA and ribosome. Okay. So this much is plastis. Okay. So today up to this much. So for next continuation, I will discuss leftover, the vacuole parts and ribosomes or other cell organelles in my next class. Follow my class. So next in part 7, we are going to discuss next part. So if you need any improvement, you want some special part to discuss, so write it in comment box and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.